Today we will tell you why beauty pageants are harmful. Right now we will show you how self-centered some little girls can be. So that one on the top shelf, I got when I was 3. And the one back there, the tallest one, I got it when I was 4, and I got it for the prettiest smile because obviously I'm the prettiest one there, and all the other girls were jealous, but I don't care.
So here, as you can see, these girls and their parents spend a lot of money and time just to be in these pageants. They have fake hair, eyelashes, tans, and teeth. They have makeup that is basically suited for adults, and even most women don't wear that much makeup. Their outfits are getting more and more racy, like there are no limits on what these kids should wear.
Although you may not think it, around 6% of all beauty pageant contestants suffer from depression and/or anxiety. This may not seem like a lot, but you need to remember that we're talking about children here. I feel as though we should put an end to a child's beauty career if they feel sad and/or comfortable.
Attitudes and emotions can carry on as they get older too. These girls can grow up to be super self-centered and bratty, but it also goes the other way. Girls may not feel like they're good enough or pretty enough and stay depressed. So here's the question we are getting at. Are beauty pageants good or bad? You know, beauty pageants for kids. Maybe you're one of those people who thinks beauty pageants are bad for the contestants, or maybe you think they're okay for older girls, but that they're not okay for young children. There has been a debate raging for years about beauty pageants, especially about entering young children in glitz pageants. Many people think they're evil, claiming that the beauty pageants are more for the parents than for the children. The parents of these children swear that their kids love doing pageants, so who's telling the truth? And more important, are these child pageants good or bad? Beauty pageants, a place where little girls' dreams of being princesses come true, and where mothers live childhood dreams through their daughters. Although, in the past few years, the glitz and glam of beauty pageants has grown to accommodate certain things, male competitors, for example, and they still have yet to see the horrors of their own show. Due to TV shows like Toddlers and Tiaras and King of the Crown, the world is far too familiar with the glitz-style pageants. Glitz pageants have an anything-goes mentality. They allow fake eyelashes, spray tans, fake teeth, extension hairpieces, colored contacts, and lots of makeup on contestants toddler-aged and up. The dresses in glitz pageants are cupcake-style and can range in price from $1,000 to $2,000 or more, depending on the amount of rhinestones. Glitz pageants are highly routine and are all about character on stage, visually connecting with the judges and audience. Pageantry can be a positive or negative experience to young ladies. It can teach resiliency, competitiveness, speaking skills, and build a love for the community. On the flip side, it can teach young ladies to be all about outward appearances and can lead to disappointment and low self-esteem if a child doesn't win. In the end, it's all up to interpretation, and depending on the type of pageant, the pageant system, or even the director, can determine the type of experience a child has in pageantry. Love it or hate it, pageantry is tightly woven in the American fabric and is definitely here to stay. There are also many more pros and cons to the pageant world. In natural systems, young ladies are taught public speaking skills and interview skills, which can be used throughout the young lady's life. Community service is also a big component of natural pageants. Contestants and queens are expected to be involved within their community. For example, Elizabeth Tran, Miss Florida International Teen 2012, has participated in over 24 community service events since her crowning in September 2011.
Childhood should be something special, fun, stress-free, not filled with hairspray in your face and practicing a strut for your catwalk. Naturally, little girls love going through their mother's closets by trying on their clothes and applying makeup to feel more womanly or mature. However, beauty pageants tend to contribute and exaggerate the previously mentioned aspects, forcing some young girls to grow up too fast. If a 5-year-old girl has a schedule full of hair and makeup appointments, dress fittings, dance, poise, and etiquette classes, she grows up to believe life is centered around her and thinking that those things are most important in life. When young girls focus on their time and making their outward appearance look better, they take time away from strengthening their personality and education. If someone gets comfortable with fixing her imperfections subconsciously with makeup and a curling iron, a fake smile, and a rehearsed walk, the problem is not being fixed. It is being hidden. Many girls compete in these pageants because of their mothers. Parents give the excuse of it being a hobby or bonding experience with their child, but there are more effective, less stressful ways and safer ways to bond. People in beauty pageants are more likely to have eating disorders like bulimia and anorexia because they may think that if they gain a little weight, they won't win. And in my opinion, it doesn't really matter if you win because everyone is beautiful. Some people may think beautiful is what someone looks like, but that's not what I mean when I say everyone is beautiful. When I say everyone is beautiful, I mean their talents, and I strongly believe that everyone is good at something, whether it's math or dancing or even speaking. Beautiful doesn't mean that someone looks good, it just means that you're not going to give up what you really enjoy doing in life. Beauty pageants were made for entertainment and hobby purposes only, but people, especially women, have taken it way too far. And since people have been taking these beauty pageants so far and have made it into more than just a hobby, kids should not be in beauty pageants because all they really learn is how to be shallow. Nobody wants friends with shallow people, except other shallow people, and people are divided on the subject as to the question, are beauty pageants harmful for children? To my very personal opinion, Glitz Beauty Pageant shouldn't allow children under 12. I feel as though you can ruin a child's potential and instead replace it with a horrible personality and a disgusting attitude. Beauty pageants can have some pros, such as a healthy competitive spirit, scholarships for college, and some little girls can pretend and live their dreams of becoming a princess. Too much of anything can be harmful, including pageants. The healthy competitive spirit can turn into a full-on determination to win, or become queens, as they call it in pageants. Families will spend so much money on dresses, spray tans, makeup, hair, coaches, travel, hotel, and admission into the pageants that scholarships would have been easier to have been saved. And being a princess is about being beautiful inside and out, not slutty on the outside and a brat on the inside. If young adults over 12 did pageants instead of young children, I think it would be less chaotic because the children should already know how to act and behave in life. A lot of pageant moms don't realize this, but there is a chemical in hairspray that can stunt the physical and mental growth of children. So I guess you can say, in this case, you can't be smart and beautiful. Girls who compete in these glitz pageants expect to get everything easily in life based on their looks. Pageant moms will even go as far as taking their kids out of school to practice for their pageants. Sure, you can get a crown, roses, and a couple of $100s from pageants, but you can't get into a college, earn a job, and be able to pay for any life necessities. Let's face it, pageants are spoiling the minds of young women. Do you really want a tan-skinned, bleached-haired, self-centered slut to be president, run for Congress, or do anything that has to do with your family? Didn't think so. Child beauty pageants are becoming more and more popular, and at this rate, that's what our future generation women will be like. We need to put an end to child beauty pageants, and we need to do it before our world is filled with walking Barbies. Thank you for watching me and Olivia's poorly edited video. Hope you enjoyed.